Before I get started today on my message, I have some information given to me, and when I got information that's given to me, I want to share it. And I know that we live in a time that things are changing so rapidly, and it's hard for us sometimes to understand what is truth. And I left my glasses, I'm sorry. And what is not. There's a lot of versions of the Bible that's out there. And there's a lot of changes that are taking place. And you can research this out yourself. But there is a new NIV Bible that is coming out that is taking scriptures out of the Bible. I'm going to give you two scenarios. In Matthew 17, out of the King James, it says, in the 20th verse, and Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall be removed, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. The 21st verse says, howbeit this kind goes out but by prayer and fasting. In the new NIV that we have record of now, it went ahead and read the 20th verse, but when it got down to the 21st verse, it wasn't there. Which was the one, howbeit this kind goes out but by prayer and fasting. In Mark, we find, in the King James, it talks about, and when you stand praying, Mark 11:26, it says, when you stand praying, forgive if you have aught against any, that your Father also, which is in heaven, may forgive you your trespasses. But verse 26 says, but if you do not forgive, neither will your Father, which is in heaven, forgive you. That is taken out. And there are so many more that is taken out. I just wanted to bring a couple of footnotes to you. And just to say this to you. I know sometimes we get looking for Bibles. And we want to know what is the right Bible to read and what's not. You need to really search it out. You really need to make sure that it measures up to what thus saith the Word of God. And I use that word thus because I'm so used to King James, and I have used King James. I like Amplified, and there's other great versions out there. But we need to make sure that what we're getting is the whole Bible. Amen? The psalmist David said this, and this is the scripture that keeps coming back to my mind. He said, I hide my word in my heart that I might not sin against thee. We have to have the Word of God in us. Amen? And if we got the Word of God in us, then we can understand when something is not quite right. So I just wanted to share that with you this morning because I know people are saying to me, well, which one? I'd like to get an interpretation. I'd like to get this. I'd like to get that. I have my viewpoints. And I think everybody has their viewpoints on what would be good and what might not be good. But seek God. Ask God. Because I'm not going to tell you what to do. That would be not right. But make sure it measures up. Now, what I've been reading on this New King James Version is, the new NIV is, they have where the footnotes are down at the bottom. I don't want the footnotes down at the bottom. I want them right there. Amen? I want everything right there what I'm reading so I get the truth. I went back and did some more research, which was amazing. And I went back because in 1947, they found what they call the Dead Sea Scrolls. And in that was a combination of a lot of the Old Testament Bible, which it was never all together, it was different parts of it. And when they related it to the Old Testament today, it fit right in. And there's a lot of new Bibles that are coming out that talks about the books of Mary, the books of Ezekiel and so forth. And a lot of people has got hold of that too. They call that the lost books of the Bible. Well, the lost books of the Bible is starting to be written somewhere around 147 AD to around 600 AD or something. And that would be after Christ. The four Gospels and that was written, and the New Testament was written by men that were there, that experienced it. These other guys, they are writing from what they were told. So be real careful in what you do. Because listen, my title today is Barren Ground. And it's so easy to get caught up on barren ground, isn't it?
Right.
And I don't want to do that. And so I just kind of want to share that with you. But I want you to seek God. When you start looking, I want you to do your research and make sure this is good for me to read.